Hello, my viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you are watching from, because I know people from different countries, they are watching. Yes, I take this opportunity to welcome you back to this channel. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you and always supporting me. Thank you for those who have subscribed to my channel, those who have liked, commented on my videos. Thank you so much. I know most like commenting on my WhatsApp, on my personal WhatsApp. I appreciate also. So thank you so much for your support. For those who are new, kindly I request you to support me to help many people watch these videos so that these videos can reach them. Kindly subscribe, like, comment. When you subscribe, at least every video that comes, you will be notified, and I will appreciate. So today we will continue from where we left. We are talking about pride. So if you have not watched part 1, kindly go to our videos and watch Pride is Your Enemy part 1. So this is part 2. Yes, so as we said that pride is our enemy. Pride is our enemy because it brings you down. It eats you when you feel you're enjoying life, when you feel you have succeeded, you have gone up. Pride slowly brings you down. And it is our prayer that it may not be our portion, though it's a choice to choose. It's a choice to choose. It's not easy. So pride is an enemy to us, to many things. Pride destroys a person. Pride destroys relationships. Pride destroys marriage. Pride destroys a relationship between parents and children. Pride makes somebody loses his job or her job because of pride. Pride is an enemy that no one should be delighted having it. I know most of us, we are proud and we don't know. Yes, even you is watching me. As we continue discovering what is pride, you will realize that somehow you are a partaker. So this is an enemy that has really destroyed us. Remember, we have many battles in our lives. We have problems that we really need God to help us, and we pray God to help us. Remember, there is nothing that you can solve unless God helps you. So when you have any battles, God will help you. But when you have pride, imagine you are an enemy to God. Because God hates pride. God hates proud people. So you can imagine having God as your enemy. You will rather have enemies, human beings, but do not have God as your enemies. Where will you run to? Who will help you in this life? And this life is useless without God. So this is something that we really need to pray and commit not to be part of it. As we said in the beginning, pride is very selfish. Pride that does not accept or admit that it can do something wrong. Pride never believes that there is someone who is better than. I. You always lift yourself. You never see that there is anybody better than you. That's why when you see a proud person, just talks about I. They never recognize that there are people better than them. That is pride. Pride never apologizes. Pride never says sorry. Because those are things, if a proud person does them, those people are delivered. It is so difficult, as we said in the previous video. Another thing that a proud heart does, a proud heart lies so much. Why? Because a proud person does not admit or accept that they can do a mistake. So any moment they do a mistake, they will use a lie to cover that mistake. Now see this. Imagine a proud person does a mistake for the first time. Instead of apologizing and forgetting about that thing, they would rather use a lie to cover that mistake. They do it the second time, they will use a lie again to cover the second mistake, or to cover the second lie they used. They do a mistake the third time, they will have to use a lie the third time to cover the lie they used to cover the lie of third time. They do a mistake the fourth time, they have to use another lie to cover the lie they used the fourth time. And the chain goes like that. Brothers and sisters, pride is a slavery. When you are proud, you are a slave of that pride, because you will do things that you will not even imagine, believe. And a proud heart destroys somebody slowly by slowly. A proud heart does everything out of pride. Everything you do, even if you help somebody and that person passes and you are with somebody else, do you know what a proud heart says? You see, this man, he is the way he is because of me. He used to have many problems and I helped him. A proud heart does not do anything in a clean heart. Anything you do it out of pride. Even in your beautiful relationship. Imagine you have a beautiful relationship, but because of this devil called pride, you destroy your own relationship because of pride. You cannot give a room for your partner to be happy. You cannot apologize when you offend your partner. Just apologizing. Are you an angel? Are you an angel that you cannot offend somebody that you feel like you cannot? Are you an angel? What is so difficult for you? Just apologizing, admit that I have done wrong. Please forgive me, my wife, my husband. Even to your children, people are losing their relationship because of pride. Simply something they can just apologize. They can't. People are losing their children because they cannot apologize to their children. You feel like your child is inferior to you. So when you offend your children, you cannot apologize. And when they grow up, They tell you goodbye, daddy, goodbye, mommy. I'm no longer a child. Now I can choose what to do. And you complain. Why? Because of pride. Pride has made people lose their jobs. You are very proud. You are employed and you are very proud. Hey! You talk to your boss the way you want. You work the way you want. You cannot follow instructions, simple instructions, because of pride. You be sacked. Then you go to God, cry to God. Oh God, help me. Give me a job. You want God to give you another job. You take your pride there, then you'll be sacked again. A proud heart, everything it does, you do it out of pride. Even prayers, you want to show people how you know English, how you know French, how you know that language that you're using to pray. So you use big vocabulary so that people can say, hey, this person, my friend. Prayers, it's not about the big vocabulary. It is not about how frequent you are when you speak. Prayers, it's about your heart. And as I always say, a prayer that does not touch your heart cannot touch God. So when you are proud, you will pray out of pride. If you cannot be broken before God, know that you pray out of pride. Because the prayer that cannot touch your heart cannot touch God. God hates a proud heart. Remember in the book of Psalm, it says that, oh God, a broken heart you will not reject. And the verse starts saying, God, if you could take silver, I will offer. If you could take sacrifice, I will offer. But God delights in a broken heart. God, you can never refuse a broken heart. So a proud heart does not even understand this vocabulary called broken. This is somebody, even when anything happens, even a close relative dies, pride cannot allow this person to cry. If you cannot cry before God, no matter how much prayer you pray, you cannot be broken before God. From today, know that those prayers, they are out of a proud heart. So, this is something that anyone should deny. Actually, this is something when we pray daily, we should start by telling God, God, break every pride in me. Remove every pride in me. Anything close to making me be a proud person, God, remove it. Pride is so bad. And how I pray that God may help us to open our eyes and see that pride is a slave. When you are proud, you are a slave of pride. I pray that God may help us, that we may not be a partaker of pride. May God help me. May God help you, that we may not be partakers of this. And if you have realized that Maybe you are a partaker of this. After this video, just close yourself with God. Go to God in prayers. Break down. Ask God to help you. Ask God to help you to break any pride in you. Because pride is something that no one should desire to have. Yes, it feels nice when you are stepping on people, when you are offending people and you say, I don't care. When you cannot apologize, you say, it is between me and God. I will apologize to God. It feels good, but I promise you that before you realize, this thing will have eaten you. That enemy, you may have many enemies, but pride is our greatest enemy. This is an enemy that you have to fight alone. You know why? If you have other enemies, you can go to God and tell God, help me, Lord. Give me patience. Help me. If you have problems, God will help you fight those problems. This is an enemy. If you have, your war is between you and God. That is very dangerous. That is very, very dangerous. So, there are many battles that we have in this world, and we manage by the help of God. But now this one called pride. Imagine if you have pride, that is a battle that God himself will not help you, will not be on your side, because God hates the proud people. God hates the pride. So this is an enemy because it destroys you from inside. It eats you. When you are so happy, like moving around, making people's lives miserable, this is something that eats you. Because someone who is proud is very bitter in life, very bitter with people, very bitter with everything. So this is an enemy that you really have to fight with all your strength. May God help me that I may not be a partaker of this enemy called pride. God does not like the proud. God hates pride. Why? Because pride, when you are proud, you cannot see God. When you are proud, you don't even see the need of God. When you are proud, everything that you do, even if you are a Christian, you do it out of pride. If you help people, you will be proud. You will announce it to everybody that you see this person is the way he is, or she is the way she is because of my help. You out of pride, As I always say, that prayers that cannot touch you, cannot touch God. If you are that person who prays, you pray to show people that you're praying and you are not broken before God. That is a prayer out of a proud heart. And such prayer cannot touch God. Pride, when you are a proud person, everything you do it out of proud. Even when you are in a relationship, pride will spoil your relationship. Why? Because you are unapproachable. Have you seen couples that fear each other? Why? If you see a couple that one fears the other, there is one who is proud and approachable. Because if you're so proud, people fear approaching you. So you can imagine you have a good husband, you have a good wife, but She fears you or he fears you because of your pride, because you never listen. For someone who is very proud, they are very poor in listening. Very poor. Very poor. Try it. Very poor. You'll be talking, and when this proud person is waiting for you to finish, they bring a different story. They will not even comment about the story or about what you have said. They want you to listen to their stories. Those are people who are proud. So may God help us, because this is something that I wouldn't wish to have or to become or anyone to become. But unfortunately, we have such people in our society, not even far from our own home, in the churches, in our workplace, in schools. And these are people these are things that are really spoiling many things. Because someone who is proud does not know how to keep relationship. And one more thing, I've come to realize that a proud person is a liar. They lie so much. Why? Because remember, pride always wants to be on top. So if a proud person has done something wrong, they will cover up with a lie. And what I've seen with a lie never ends. When you do one mistake, you cover with a lie. Next time you have to cover that lie that you have used to cover the first one. And the third time, you will have to use another lie to cover the lie you used to cover the second mistake. And the fourth time, you will have to use another lie to cover for the lie that you used on the third mistake. So it goes like that. So because a proud person does not admit their mistakes, they do not actually believe that they can ever offend someone or do something wrong. So most times they lie to cover up their mistakes. Imagine something very simple that someone can just say, I am sorry, forgive me. A proud heart cannot accept to apologize, cannot accept just to say sorry. It is very difficult. So you must use a lie to cover up for your mistakes. Oh my God. May God help us. And we want to go to heaven. These are small things that are eating us. These are small things that are affecting our relationship with God. These are things that are affecting our marriages, affecting our relationship with our children, affecting our relationship with our relatives. These are things that are affecting us, affecting our friendships. You can't even have a relationship with a proud heart. A proud heart is always selfish. A proud heart has no gratitude, ungrateful. Yes, maybe you've not met these people. I have. Very proud. It doesn't matter what you do to them. They will never see any need of appreciating because they have no gratitude. They are so ungrateful. So if you live with such people, you need God. You need God to help you to tolerate this behavior as we wait for them to change. It is not easy, but remember, you have no control on what people do or what people are, but you have control of who you are and what you can do. You have control on your character. So sometimes we live with people and their characters are not good, and we are still in this world. So we just need to tolerate, to be patient, so that these people can change. And remember, such a person, unless they recognize, they accept that indeed they are proud, they will never change, because it needs them to accept, to admit, and see the need of changing and ask God to help them to change. So if someone who is proud does not see the need, it will be very difficult for them to change. So if such a person is your spouse, such a person is your relative, your sibling, maybe even your parents, maybe your colleagues or friends, you need God to help you to tolerate such characters, to be patient with them, so that God can help them to change. Thank you so much for staying tuned. We are not yet done. I'll come back with part 3. So make sure you stay connected to this channel, and see you next time. Ciao. Thank you.